Was good. It's your boy Fanon. All right, man. I'm gonna do a post-fight reaction to Keith one-time Thurman versus Josesito Lopez. I think I said Jose Lopez. Josesito Lopez happened this evening on Fox. Very, very entertaining fight. As we know, Keith one-time Thurman wins a majority decision against Josesito Lopez. He actually had a knockdown in the fight. I think it was around the 7th or 8th round that he got a knockdown. I can't recall what the round was, but he got one. But Keith Thurman got one knockdown in the round. So the one judge that called it a draw really had to have scored the majority of the rounds for Josesito Lopez. Now that said, but let me give you my thoughts on the whole thing. Before I do that, though, welcome back to the channel, subscribers. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos and when we do the live streams in the morning, usually Monday through Friday around 10:15 a.m. And also hit me up on the Patreon for issues not related to boxing, but socioeconomic, political type of conversations we have over there. We'll also do that in the live streams every once in a while, but I think that you might find it enjoyable. So first things first, I thought it was a good decision. Keith Thurman, he won I think he won the fight. I scored it for him up several rounds, but I'm going to tell you, man, Josesito Lopez put that hurting on that dude. Josesito Lopez put a hurting on Keith Thurman and might have Keith Thurman back out there, looking at playing some more flutes out in Nepal, because that's a lot of body shots Josesito Lopez threw at him, and it was almost as if Josesito Lopez could not miss Keith Thurman with a body shot. Also, I think it is just about time to change Keith Thurman's name from Keith one-time Thurman to Keith, it's going to take a whole lot of time Thurman to get a knockout. It has been a good amount of time since he was actually able to land a decisive shot and had a cat go out. The nickname one-time Thurman needs to get laid down. Deontay Wilder needs to pick that up. Deontay Wilder really truly is the one time where if he hits you, you may or may not get up. But Josesito Lopez took shot after shot after shot after shot from Keith Thurman and continued to move forward. Now, I know his nickname is a Riverside Rocky, so he has a reputation for a good chin. But man, that's a whole lot of shots to be able to land on somebody without them suffering any significant damage from it. I think that the reason that happens, though, is because Keith Thurman is so much on his bike. Goodness gracious, dog. I'm like, will you please sit still for a second, sit on your punches, hurt this dude with something. Now, obviously, he has power, though, because the knockdown came from a nice, crisp left hook to the temple where he dropped Josesito Lopez. Beautiful, beautiful punch. Josesito caught. It was in the middle of a combination. Beautiful, beautiful punch by Keith Thurman. But if Keith Thurman isn't able to just sit down every once in a while and wear on the other guy's body, man, I just don't know, man. I don't know what he's going to do. Matter of fact, let me rephrase this. I'm telling you right now, I know there's a lot of people just think, hey, I'm a Errol Spence Jr. fan, I'm an Errol Spence Jr. fan, I'm an Errol Spence Jr. fan. From the looks of that fight today, just the look of that fight today, Keith Thurman, I can see why Keith Thurman was in no rush whatsoever to get in the ring with Errol Spence Jr. Keith does not like body shots. And he was on his bike all night long, but God dog, Josesito Lopez could not miss his body if he tried. Josesito Lopez was hitting him with wicked left hooks to the body, wicked right hooks to the body. Oh, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And when I'm saying beautiful, I was just like, wow, man, he's just landing bomb after bomb after bomb on Keith Thurman, on his body. And Keith Thurman just seemed like, oh no, I got to get on this bike. I got to stay away from this. I'm not really trying to take it. So, Keith stayed on his bike, man. But Keith, on the plus side for Keith Thurman in this fight, his 3-2, his hook, his left hook straight right is beautiful. Because I think the guy is looking for the jab, and connoisseurs, better connoisseurs or more experienced connoisseurs of the fine technical skills of boxing can tell me if you agree in the comment section. If you don't agree in the comment section, please let me know. I'm always looking for a reason. I'm always looking for a way to learn. But it seemed like instead of hitting him with the jab, because he was piecing Josesito Lopez up with that jab, that he would just every once in a while, instead of the jab, he would just lead with the left hook instead of the jab, and then lead left hook, boom, straight right. Absolutely beautiful, absolutely crisp and clean. But really and truly, if he would set down, set down, widen his legs a little bit, turn his hips into it, then you might see the return of one time. But he just moved so much in that fight that I just have to wonder if there's something wrong. Like, anyway, man, I guess he won the fight because the dude has very good footwork. And by footwork, I'm not talking about inside footwork or, I'm just talking about outside, staying out of range, moving left to right. Keith Thurman came in absolutely tremendous shape. Man, he had to have been in tremendous shape for all the running he did. Man, Keith Runtime Thurman, man, wow. It was a bicycle. Josesito Lopez laid into him. He had a really good round where I thought, man, Keith Thurman might be out of here, man. But Keith Thurman, he weathered the storm, came back and won the next round, man. So, hey, and then walked out of there with the fight. And after 2 years, now I waited a little bit. I guess I might have said this a little too late in the video, so we'll have Keith Thurman fans that will remind me that he's only fought one time in 3 years. Keith, one time in 3 years. He has only fought one time in 3 years, and that might be some ring rust to that. Maybe. His timing looked good. He didn't look like I can't say he looked rusty. Maybe he looked, like he wasn't used to that amount of pressure, and you can't get, under the lights, having a guy like Josesito Lopez or Riverside Rocky trying to walk you down the whole fight. Maybe he wasn't used to that type of pressure, because clearly you can't get that in the ring. In sparring. But he looked pretty sharp. Now, as far as what he does from here on out, Keith, I still think he beats Danny Garcia. Even if he got out there with Danny Garcia tonight, I think he beats Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is just going to plod behind him. But Errol Spence, no, get out of here. He's going to lose. There's next to no chance he's going to beat Errol Spence Jr. He doesn't like body shots. Errol Spence is just going to walk him down, cut off the ring, walk him down. He's going to wear on his body. He's going to hit him some shit up top that's going to hurt him. And more than likely, Errol Spence is going to knock him out. Terrence Crawford, the way that I see that fight going, man, I think Terrence Crawford beats him, but in damn near a snooze fest. Because this is going to be very difficult for Terrence Crawford, and maybe Keith Thurman could beat Terrence Crawford on a scorecard. As far as like the behind whoopings going on, Terrence Crawford's going to get his pound of flesh and maybe 2 pounds of flesh versus like a half a pound of flesh from Keith Thurman. But it's just going to be a situation where, man, Keith Thurman is moving so damn much that I don't know. That I think that might force Terrence Crawford into, or Terrence Crawford can make the mistake of being the stalker in that fight. And if he's stalking Terrence Crawford, if he's stalking Keith Thurman and trying to walk him down, like I said, I can see Keith Thurman with that. I can see Keith Thurman scoring with that 3-2, trying to put his work in. Sean Porter, right now, it's going to be, it'll be a closer fight, but I still would give Keith Thurman, the advantage over Sean Porter, especially since I know that Keith Thurman's going to have another 2 tune-up fights before that happens. But, all in all, really, really entertaining fight. I enjoyed it. Of course, man, the best fight of the night to me was Adam Kornacki knocking out Gerald Washington. I have no clue what Gerald Washington was doing, trying to just walk up in there and exchange punches with Adam Kornacki. But anyway, Adam Kornacki looked good. Congratulations on his kid, on the birth of his child, or the upcoming birth of his child, pregnancy of his wife, or whatever. Absolutely. But it was a good night of boxing. Look forward to hearing what happened, what the ratings are and all that. Should be out around Tuesday. Hey, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, share the video, like the video, and with that, I'm out. Peace.